A little bit about home insurance. Make sure you're picking your own insurance person when you get home insurance the first time. Some of the things that can happen is if you let, there's a 2 weeks of disaster time, you know, if you let a seller stay in the property 2 weeks after closing, you know, a lot of people say get out on closing. Well, the buyer's mortgage is starting on closing, so they want to have possession right away. But the sellers, you know, if you get out on closing, what if the deal don't close and you packed up your whole life? So you kind of got to, both sides got to give a little, and it usually ends up being 2 weeks. So during that 2 weeks period, I know one example, these folks that they sold and then they had a party because they were happy that they sold, you know, kind of a going away party for themselves, and the deck fell, you know, so it was a huge amount of damage. And so moral to the story, when you go to your closing, make sure that the seller keeps insurance 2 weeks till they leave. So 2 weeks after the closing, they keep some sort of a crossover. Make sure you have it insured the day of closing so that there's no doubt about it that that house is insured. Not only, of course, during the escrow period, because you would assume that, you know, if it burns up or something weird happens during the escrow period, then you just wouldn't buy it. But if it's the day of possession or the next day or, you know, something else and it's the seller's fault, they haven't really vacated the property, then you need to make sure that you're protected. So, you know, look into it. SavvyBroker.com.